Hello, the man who doesn't need any introduction from me, clairaudient Derek Acora. Right, phone-in time it is now, Derek. Are you ready?
Yes, Becky.
Are you set?
Yes, and Sam.
You plugged in?
Yes.
Good, right. Okay. Shirley from Runcorn now. Hello, Shirley.
Hello, Becky.
Congratulations on getting through.
Thank you.
You're a clever girl. Right, Shirley, what's your question now for Derek?
I'd like to know if and when I'll go to live in Spain.
Right, okay. So have you got plans, Shirley, or have you just got hopes?
A bit of each.
Okay, all right, okay. Over to you, Derek.
Thank you, Becky. Shirley, it's lovely to speak to you.
And you.
And directly from your voice vibration, two symbols that are actually virtually engulfing me is one saying yes for what we call a transition of change, and the other is saying no, but not caution. I've also got a lovely lady who comes from the world of spirit, and I hope maybe she'll speak to me very shortly. And you see, they also give me a level of time, and I get that on the psychic level before anything of, you know, clairaudience. But I want to say to you, please, there is a slight, and I'll use this word simple, a slight reluctance or an issue to be addressed before you can say to yourself, hey, there's a release, I can go and do it. Would you understand this?
Yes.
And I want to say to you, it's not so much cautionary, but it's saying, I feel very clearly, and I feel this lady's trying to impress that it can be. And don't be disappointed over this, will you? Because you know how quickly time goes.
Yes.
But I'm getting a period of 18 months, 2 years, even as much up as 2.5 years from this level of time. Would you understand why I'm getting this?
Yes.
Is there a reason why, Shirley, you can't go immediately, in other words?
It's finding a house in Spain.
Yes.
Right, okay. So according to Derek, it's going to take quite some time.
It's good. But you see, you know what they say? What they say, and they say it even in the world of spirit. Patience is a virtue both on the earth and also in a discipline in spirit. So they're saying to get the better and the correct one for you so you can be happy for the rest of your time. Take your time. Spirit want you to take your time, and this is exactly what's going to happen.
But is Spain the right destination for Shirley?
I feel very much so, yes, because Shirley likes the oh la and all the movement and the stuff that goes with it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you enjoy the castanets, Shirley?
I love them.
She loves it. The music is a secret mystery to your heart, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Well, can I also... Oh, I will, thank you. Shirley, who is John? John.
Oh, I know a lot of Johns.
Right. I'll just say these words, what this lovely lady said here to me. I know you are, thank you, bless you. She said, watch early this week, it's either Monday or Tuesday. Now, this John is in the physical body he's living, and there's news coming to you from John which should please you no end. Will you watch for this?
I will.
And this lovely lady here, please, your mum's mum, your gran, who's, ooh, she's a really, well, can I just say, she's one of these ladies, please, that in a day, in a physical day, that is, she's fitting well here, but in a day, in a physical day, she wasn't afraid, please, to, in her younger years that was, she wasn't afraid, it appears, to want to, you know, lift her skirt and kick her legs like this, you see. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, and she just turned around and did this, you see,
Steady,
to me.
please.
So, no, she wasn't showing anything.
Well, you were.
No, well, was I?
Yes,
sorry, but... sorry. But she comes here in this joyfulness and she's saying, yes, tell Shirley, yes, it is going to happen. It is going to happen, okay?
All right. There you go, Shirley.
Thank you very much.
Okay, nice to talk to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, we're going to Scott now in Inverness. Hello, Scott.
Hello.
Now, this is unusual, your request. Just tell us what you'd like to ask Derek.
Well, basically, I'm a hypnotist.
You're a
and I've done a
hypnotist.
few shows in Inverness.
Yeah.
And I would very much like to work in America. And I'm just wondering, will it happen?
Okay, so from Inverness to America. You mean working as a hypnotist in America?
That's correct, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. Is that a tricky one to answer?
Not tricky, no, because I'm getting rather spontaneous conditions of voice connection coming here. Thank you, Becky. It's lovely to speak to you, Scott.
Thank you.
I must say this to you. Rather quickly, I'm told, it's not so much a precarious subject or even a precarious development of trade, and I believe you are very good at what you do. However, they're putting what we call a block here, symbolically to say this is one of the most difficult things for a hypnotist, no matter what your program is, this market is the hardest thing to break through. Now, I feel that because my guide Sam says you're already aware of this difficulty to link across the pond to the United States of America. Would that be correct?
All things like green cards and that.
Yes. Now, this is a difficult one. I wish I could just say, Scott, yes, bon voyage, yes. I wish that from the bottom of my heart, but I can't say it in truthfulness because I'm picking up. I hope you have got patience. Okay. Because they're giving me a 5-year cycle here before a breakthrough. There are going to be changes linked with that side of the world, from their side, not England's side, roughly 5 years from now. And I feel the difficulties that will be expressed. Oh, look what they're doing, they're cheating.
Who?
Spirit, cheating on his behalf in the nicest way. They said, there is a way round it, Scott. And I said, what is it? And they said, you can go into America, you can discuss, and this is your best policy, otherwise you will not make a breakthrough for at least 5 years.
Okay.
There's a place called Canada, North America, okay? And they're saying you can go into America and check out, see links and what have you, and then spend 90, oh, I shouldn't say this, should I? 90 days, and then just skip over to Canada for a day, and then you can come back in. And you can do that until you establish your links.
All right.
That's the saying, if you haven't got the patience to wait.
Right, but obviously that's Spirit saying that rather than us.
Oh, yes, it's not us. Yeah. It's Spirit giving that. It's a lovely man from the world of Spirit, Scott, who comes here to me, who gives me this information. I'll describe him quickly to you.
Okay.
In his physical body, he would have been probably about 5'10", 5'10 and a half, no more than 5'11", not a heavy-set man. Hair would have receded so much, people would have, I suppose, looked upon him and said, bald to the front and hair to the side. And this man, I feel, passed over to the world of Spirit with, well, he passed over to the world of Spirit after an illness, not a short illness. Would you understand the description?
I think I do, yes.
He loves you to bits, he wants to help you in your career, and he's the one, he didn't cheat, he just wants to bend slight rules for you, which you can get away with, and saying, if you go about it that way, son, everything will be okay. You'll get in there and you'll be performing, but he's saying, don't think about Las Vegas, it's not going to happen there.
Okay.
Okay? It's not Las Vegas for you. It's not on your agenda, but I do feel you will make a breakthrough linked with America, okay?
There you go, Scott. Good news from Derek for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're going to Jackie in Swansea now. Hello.
Hi, Becky.
Hello. So what happened to you the night before last then?
Well, it was the early hours of Tuesday morning, actually.
Yeah.
I was in a semi-conscious state, about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I had an image in my head, basically. I couldn't quite make out the face of it. And I was trying to get into my sleep, and then I felt like a touch at the side of my leg. And this sent a complete shiver or tingling sensation from the top of my head right down to my toes. I tried to ignore it, and then I heard like a whistling of the music. And it got louder and louder. Again, I tried to ignore it, and I felt this touch on my leg again.
Were you on your own, Jackie?
No, I was in bed with my husband, but he was sleeping.
So it wasn't him?
No, it wasn't him. He was fast asleep.
Yes.
And this sensation again.
Jackie, you know when you say you heard a whistling?
Yeah.
Was it? Did it come from around the house or just within?
No, it was in my mind, sort of thing. If you understand, it was all. It was as if it wasn't real, but it was real.
But you definitely weren't sleeping. It definitely wasn't a dream.
I definitely weren't sleeping, no, because I got a 2.5-year-old son who was quite active on Monday night. To be honest with you, he didn't go to sleep till gone 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
So I wasn't in a sleep as such. I was going into a sleep.
Right. Okay. Well, sounds.
And my husband had a similar feeling on the top of his head that woke him up.
Oh, really? Well, let's see what Derek makes of this then. What do you think?
Yes. Thanks, Becky. It's lovely to speak to you, Jackie.
Hi, Derek.
I've just inquired not just on your voice vibration with the symbols, also through the links with Sam. Now, I'm going to tell you something maybe, according to Sam, it's the first time you have been told. But because of the link that your husband had also experienced, I was waiting to see whether this was going to come from you. Your son, please, who you talked about, who had the very active and what have you. Your son is a receiver. Right. A receiver. In other words, I will tell you very clearly, with no blockages and with humility and love, that your son is quite psychic, okay?
He's very active and he's very
Yes.
knowledgeable.
He is. He's very psychic. And you see, what happens sometimes, okay, this is not what we call diva activity or spiritual diva activity of, you know, negativity coming to you. When your son, like I did this when I was a boy, and Gran, who was a medium, used to tell Mum things would happen and what have you, and unknown to your son, when he's in his active times because of the build-up of the energy and what have you on the psychic level, he, because you're his parents and in the same home, he unknowingly, unintentionally, can open up what we call a doorway, okay, which then releases certain levels of your chakras, meaning your husband's, a chakra of your husband and yours, which then gives the impression that you're experiencing these things of touch and what have you. They're not a reality.
Right.
There is not an invading negative spirit, I can assure you.
So it's just energies
It's
coming
energy,
from Jackie's
yes.
little son.
Yes.